And once again, we welcome you to a brand new edition of the Street Council. Your Speaker of the House, Hashim the Dream, presiding. Welcome to everyone. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. To all of our regular contributors and members, I say greetings, salutations to all of you. Dr. Wakanda, good afternoon to you. Mr. La Hocketsa, Miss Arima, Shack Lady, Chris. She got to the Claxtons. Auntie Merlin, wherever you are, big up you. No, Council Chris, not production Chris. Afternoon to the production room. The ever wise, the ever vigilant, the ever magnanimous, and the never biased production room. Who always puts the Street Council and its needs to the front of the class. At least when I'm in the council, I can't speak for other speakers of the house. Come together. I say come. This is your check-in time, so wherever you are, check in, please. 342-0081, 466-5391. We're just taking a quick check-in before the top of the hour, and we start to get into conversations. Counting down the days at this point, boy. With approximately 17 more days until Christmas.
For our country we must have regard.
And 24 days left until 2026.
And onward to progress we surely will.
Yeah, December is one of those months where everything the time just seems to kind of starts to slow down and drag. But you see that one. See the week between Christmas and New Year's? That is the year. That is the week. I think that's my favorite week of the year because everything kind of just shuts down. Everything, even the work is less important. The holiday is just kind of just leaves you in a state of limbo. You know that kind of way? Yeah, boy. So I just kind of waiting for that. There's a name for that particular week, but I can't remember what it is right now. I'll figure it out in a short. But that week is the week I'm looking forward to the most. I don't want nobody disturbing me during that week while I will be chilling. Don't look for me. Don't ask for me. Don't talk about no council.
As well as I do the only way.
I think for maybe Christmas Eve. But day before Christmas Eve. We will. I think we will close up shop for the year, and go and celebrate the holidays and bring in the new year without all the kind of dramas and things. I think that's the date we go set up to close up shop, right? 23rd. That'll be our final council day. Right? Meantime, in between time, let's take this pause for the cause, pay these bills. And you guys set the pace for this week. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. What is ailing your mind and irking your spirits, other than the opposition and the administration? Stick around. We'll be right back.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and on Friday evenings from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer live on the Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective, and you will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, "He has shown you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justly, to love, have mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank would be greatly appreciated. Account number 795-222. For further information, call 753-1113 or 610-4673.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
You want to find something great to do with your Tuesday nights? You want to learn and understand the true reason for Jesus? Then join us every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. for the program, This Same Jesus, the program that puts Jesus in his rightful place in our hearts and in our homes. Let's bring church home to you. Join us every Tuesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. with your hosts, Kempes and Kevin. Be inspired, be blessed right here on the Street 91.9 FM.
Falling in love with Jesus.
This year I say I'm not cooking. Young brother ask me what you're doing.
Crazy, your family them go start screwing. Without food, well, Christmas could ruin.
Tell them to settle and cease. They will still get a piece. Cause KFC have a big festive feast.
Well, bring all the chicken. I know it's finger licking. And crazy, you can stay out of the kitchen and have
A festive feast, a festive feast.
Celebrate Christmas with KFC's Festive Feast. Get a festive box, 3 pieces of tenders and wedges for only $39.95. Or a festive bucket, 8 pieces of chicken, 2 regular sides, and 2 portions of wedges for $159. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Craving the golden perfection of homemade fry bakes without the fuss? Lion Brand Fry Bake Mix, in its convenient, easy-to-use pouch, makes it incredibly simple. Just add water and yeast, mix, and fry for crispy fried bakes that are ready in minutes. Perfect for a quick snack, our Fry Bake Mix helps you bring family and friends together around the table for a delicious meal. Share the flavor and create delicious memories with Lion Brand Fry Bake Mix. Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions.
This Christmas, save big at Furniture Plus. Enjoy up to 50% off in-store and online. Shop unbeatable deals on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. Plus, pay 0 installments for 90 days on credit plans. Furniture Plus, where holiday savings shine.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks cruise in hand with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Right. And it looks like we're going to continue to have some sunny skies over here, at least for the while, here in Trinidad and Tobago. And I say good afternoon once again, guys. The Street 919 FM, we are here. The Street Council is in session. Hashim the Dream is your speaker of the house this afternoon. Big up to yourselves wherever you all are listening from. Dr. Wakanda says, thanks to the UNC, the Eagle is going to land in workers' bank accounts. Under the PNM, was no Eagles was landing, only Cobos. If you say so, Dr. Wakanda. I still hearing Eagles in the air somewhere flying.
More than ever.
No matter who in charge, for some reason, Eagles can't seem to coordinate flights properly. But say what you wish. And speaking of saying, I want you all to say hello and great bye with some amazing deals at Courts.
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation.
With Courts Optical, yes, get up to 60% off lenses, plus get more with a free frame on credit purchase 18 months and over. Wear your favorite brands like Oakley, Ralph Lauren, Ray-Ban, Guess, and more. Get their right fit guarantee within the first 60 days after purchase. They offer single vision, progressive, anti-reflective, and much more. Plus, with a Courts Ready Finance, you can sparkle in that new frame today and pay them in February of 2026. So book your free eye examination appointment online at Courts Optical. Walk-ins are also welcomed only at Courts Optical. Value you can see. Offer ends December 15th, 2025. Terms and conditions apply. And Tobago, get ready. Saturday, December 27, 2025, Parkana Lux Events presents to you Signature, the premium black and gold all-inclusive experience at Fairways Tobago. General tickets will also be available at Fairways Restaurant and Lounge, Pure Vanity, Lowlands, and Port Mall. Milford 24 Crown Point, Pablo's Argyle Main Road, and Jira Things Lowlands. Expect elegance, luxury, and elite holiday vibes from 5 p.m. to midnight. For more information, call 336-4355. Signature, premium, all-inclusive, unforgettable. And guys, guess who's coming home for the Christmas? It is KFC's Wedges. Fluffy, golden, seasoned just right, and only $15 for a large portion. It's the perfect snack for your Christmas lime, movie night, or that extra comfort with your meal. Wedges are home for Christmas, only at KFC. It's finger licking good. Now, when people are put at the front of the class, you need to list the reasons. You cannot simply be put at the front of the class of the council upon request.
For our country, we must have regard.
You must provide evidence or reasons why you believe as such. Just putting that preface out there. We don't simply just fill the front row on a whim in the council. But yeah, guys, let me hear what y'all have to say today. What is on your mind? What is griping you? What do you wish to address in the ongoings of the nation today? Let me know. 342-0081-466-5391. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, DJ Dream.
What's up?
Hey, cool, brother. How things are going?
You know, it's gonna be a long week. That's all I can tell you at the moment.
A long week. Well, I'm now tuning in, bro. So blessings to you and blessings to Trinidad and Tobago. I'm now tuning in, so I heard, like, you know, if you want to put somebody in the front of the class, you need to have a reason why. I want to put the government, and I now wake up and things, whatever. I want to put the government and the opposition, right? Public servants, you know, all public servants, I want to put them to the front of the class. But more so, yeah, like the ministers, more so like Minister of Education, Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Labor. I want to put them in the front of the class, and I want to say why. Not being too lengthy, briefly, we have been in a certain culture for far too long. Way too long. If anybody attempt to speak on what we have been dealing with as a society, you could go on for hours. We know what has been going on. So I want to put our leaders, our fellow citizens, leaders/fellow citizens at the front of the class, and nicely asking, you know, let us make the necessary changes for ourselves, for our future. Is you know, we did it for enough. So we come in gracefully to the end of 2025, and you know, no better time than now for us to make the changes necessary. I'll leave it right there. Blessings.
All right, blessings, brother Trev. Alright, I'll put them at the front of the class under your instruction here.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country, we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build.
So I know you all just put them at the front of the class, but honestly, I'm going to have to have some conversation. I'm not removing nobody from the front. We don't really move people from the front of the class once you put them there. But since they're at the front of the class, we're going to have to ask some questions this afternoon. Might as well. So
come let us work hand in hand.
first of all, I want to, you know, say congratulations to the Honorable Prime Minister, Kamala Bissar. She was at a rededication of the Children's Hospital over the weekend. And you know what? I'm gonna bat in at the Kamala crease for a brief moment, you know, because, you know, she did bring to the forefront that the previous administration did not see fit to use the equipment that had been purchased for the Children's Hospital, you know, during their tenure in office, which of course led to all the equipment that they had purchased to become, many of them to become obsolete. So now they're gonna have to find funds to bring that equipment up to date, you know, and it was well over $100 million spent on said equipment. And I have to sympathize with the Prime Minister on that front, because this is something we have talked about on the program before, and it is a bad habit that a lot of governments do, no matter who it is in power. If it is an incoming administration, a new administration comes in, a lot of them see fit to not continue on the ventures, or the good ventures, I should say, of previous administrations gone by, right? In this particular instance, when I first moved to Trinidad and I heard about the Children's Hospital, you know, I used to frequently pass it daily during my university days, because I used to travel to the Southern Academy for Performing Arts, UTT, in my sophomore year of university. So I would pass through Couva on the highway most days, like Monday to Thursday. So I would see the hospital there. Big, very fancy looking, very cool looking building, and barely a soul. If you see someone even walking on the grounds, it was a rare sight. And it made no sense to me that a facility like that was built only to be completely disregarded or completely abandoned and not used in any meaningful way to benefit the nation, even if it wasn't for its primary function, which is, you know, a hospital for children. But it was never fully used to its fullest potential, except maybe during the pandemic. And that just seems very wasteful and very spiteful to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And this is just one instance, right, of that I can reference of governments not wanting to build off of good ideas because they came from the opposite side. Just because a previous administration came up with something that is good and benefits the nation, when you come in power, should you not therefore then add on to that good thing? But no, because it was this party that implemented it, it makes I not touching it. We're going to leave it there to rust and decay, and everybody go forget about it. Nobody gonna forget about them things. What would have been so hard in capitalizing off of what was already there? Adding on to it, updating the facilities yourself, instead of simply providing paper-thin excuses as to why the facility cannot be used. So we just have a building there for style then. That's a huge blunder. And listen, this is not something unique to the previous administration. Correct me if I am wrong, but who was it that implemented or, commissioned or saw that the Lord Kitchener
The key to success is
Napa building in Port of Spain was built.
for our country we must
That was built under the same administration that denied
forget all your
using the Children's Hospital.
to build and on what to
And then a different administration took over and they just left it to deteriorate.
more than ever we must show.
Speaking as a person who attended because a UTT campus was there and that was my base, that was my college campus
A strong and
for
better
3 out of my 4 years. And the only reason I didn't attend for 4 years straight is because in my second year, we had to be moved around to different campuses because the building itself was falling apart. It was never properly maintained, and so it had to shut down
together.
for well over 10 months to be brought back up to some modicum of functionality. And sad to say, I've been out of university 7 years now,
So much of things that we need to see.
and I've recently gone back to, check up on my old lecturers, my old mentors, and the campus is still suffering similar problems.
The only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline.
You as a government, no matter who is in charge, no matter who is in power,
A strong and better nation.
you should be able to look past your own bias,
That is the main goal.
your own selfish ambitions, and see that sometimes
Let us work hand in
not all good ideas come from you.
our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Not all good ideas come from you. And both sides are guilty of this. I am not singling out any one particular administration. If something good was started, if you happen to oust an administration and come in, it is your job to improve on what is already there, not simply leave it to fester and fall into disarray because it was not your idea.
Who going to live in a foreign land? Now is the time to come home and do something.
Because then when you have to come
Day and freezing.
and see how much of a mess it truly is,
More than ever.
because it has been manipulated or
Discipline.
deteriorated or been corrupted over years of negligence, and then you end up shutting down
Nation. I say.
institutions, shutting down initiatives that feed a huge chunk of people.
Because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister.
Things that pay people's bills, people's livelihoods, and you shut them down for months on end with no ready solution to fix it, improve it, reinstate it. Nothing. And all leaders and aspiring so-called politicians, they're all guilty of this. There should be no reason why CPEP and URP are still in the condition that they are. No alternative, nothing in place. We haven't backtracked on them in quite some time, but as far as I know, nothing has been set properly to reinstate these programs or something to replace it. And you're seeing it all over the nation. It is affecting. Literal forests are building up on the highways. Nature is encroaching into concrete. I hope this message reaches who it needs to reach. You can take this episode and send it to whoever your MP is, your minister is. Send it right to the top if you have to. But make sure that they hear every ounce of what I am saying this afternoon. If you are a politician, I don't care what side of the aisle you are on. When you are in power, just because something wasn't your idea doesn't mean that you can't improve on it and continue to make it better. As long as it serves to better the people of this nation, it is your responsibility to make sure that it continues to function. Not simply leave it to rot and decay because it came from people that don't support you. Well. Look who I managed to call out of the woodwork this afternoon, Olia. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Doctor. Dr. Dream.
You see how long it is? So how long you ain't call this show? You forget my name and all.
I really forget. It's just I know happened you put it out too, and at the same time I had to go in the computer and still remember it.
I feel you've been up in the mountains, man, because clearly you forget about
in the mountains. In the mountains naturally, but I really on different beat these days, so I can't be too close to the phone in a way outside on the streets plenty, so. I've seen what a week good day and all them kind of bacchanal. So I'm not really tuning into the radio whole day as normally that I should be. But that can take nothing away from me going down with the situation to the next election. Because you're singing just like that. Anyway, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to Anderson Bayes. And good afternoon to Trinidad and Tobago. I must tell God good afternoon.
Yeah, you must.
Yeah, tell God good afternoon. He be a nice little day today. It's sunnish and everything. I was just doing some work there before coming on the phone too, and as I reach in and sit down a little while, so I can hear you on the thing there, and I hear your program. And God tell me to see if I could put in a little input. The same way they talk to you, same way they talk to me, and through the soul, through my mouth coming out. And, well, your program start in a way that I hear people putting people in the front of the class and all kind of thing. I ain't really see much reason to put all of them. People say they're putting in the front of the class arena. Because I think that's as long as that's you, Let's see, I don't like too much of politicians and them. Whether side it is, because I done for the longest while, especially we African people, who conscious know what PNM gives. Because by now we say billions of money pass through Trinidad, we're supposed to be better over that, so we know. But anyway, I see a 5 years pass with the next set that was there, and there wasn't no death, there wasn't no Belarus. All who want to play, there was Belarus. I see I keep on saying politicians, they do. I wouldn't say they didn't do. I and all the road and water in a place up in Mount Hololo, in the sun, in the area. They do a thing. So people they don't have 5 years privilege again now, since after we really want to doctor white people government, because that is what it end up to be. We get independence, Republican, plenty of we really fundamentally conscious how to control the constituted order and government that we got. We see we didn't fight for it. We get not like Haiti, not like Cuba. We get just so. So we don't know what we had, and still we don't know what we have. So when people talking about they praising up this government too much, it have a lot of this smelter plant, all them things. So you talking about the warehouse, it ain't them see what the warehouse, because they tell see what when they was there. If somebody else come and see what the warehouse, I hear it looking nice and thing down in some day now, and thing, it's a thing. It's a thing that according to you, when one government come in, they just play game and leave out for the next government. This is happening to the last government alone. This is happening all the time. You know, so when people come with them, everybody putting people in the front of the class, you have to be careful. We not putting nobody in front of no class just so because tomorrow we'll be vexed to put them in the back. You understand? And this is the country we live in. We play no game to talk. And just like you this afternoon, you are not playing game to talk. Like you are a Trinidadian, not like a party man. A Trinidadian, you talk bold face. You don't have time with none of them unless they're doing well. I hear the Miss Kamala government prime minister. She going down some little work. She talk about the Cuba hospital. She fixing up all the there go some CEO from she and the finance minister. There go some CEO. We dealing with the Exim Bank. I ain't hear nobody talking about the African Bank. I want to hear about that because we could get money to do all kind of things. I hear nobody talking about that. But you're letting go from the Exim Bank. We wouldn't mind getting rid of the white man bank too, because the white man taking over the African Bank and putting himself in position. But we're hearing that no, like some government before they even want the African Bank to come and then we no money here, all who businessman. So we have a whole set of thing here like, but they come and put people in front of class, but they put yourself in front of the class, yes. You know, sound good and put yourself in front of the class once you sound good. If you something good with me, whatever it is, nice. You know, I'm talking up there, you know, wake up now. Christmas coming here again, then we go see what the next New Year. But Miss Kamala doing a one little shop. She has some little hangover thing that we are like. I hear nothing much about the Caribbean waters right now.
You miss out on. We've been talking about that for quite some time, Mr. President.
Yeah, well, I could realize that, but as I say, I really wasn't on the phone. So, but so far, it does sound like batting on there right now. Like it kind of blew on a little bit. International must be talking to Mr. Trump and telling him, hey boy, what's going on there? And I hear when it coming along from all different quarters in some respect. You know, so, you keep it up with a nice program here and hold your point. You go and play too much of people in no front and no clash there and then deserve it. Yet, or maybe. We go live a little bit with Miss Prime Minister because we get the privilege to do it. Don't value who won't come to tell me I didn't vote away, but it's like your business. I telling you, Trinidad and Tobago people made a change. That was a collective change to do what we did. We had to face the consequences, face the results, and then we help you in person and she too. If she ain't doing the right thing, and we're going good so far. I believe it. We're going good so far. But you can't jump in and put nobody in the front of the class when they ain't properly ready yet. Okay, I'm going. Have a nice day, everybody.
Thank you, President, for your contribution. Aye. Long.
Cause you know as well as I do the only
long time we hear presidents.
Is putting more effort.
Long time we hear president on the council, boy.
Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance, and production.
Always good to hear from our
to build
seasoned members on the council.
I say,
if you yourself listening and you have something to say, something to add, by all means, we're always eager to hear you all. 342-0081 466-5391. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you?
I am fine.
All right.
Well, I realize you are fine because I'm hearing your voice so healthy.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my best, you know.
Yeah. You know, I am a person that like to listen. I don't like to go to the front. I like to stay in the back. Because in the front, they don't see the speaker. In the back, they see everybody. So I like to listen. When you listen, you hear that everybody is saying. You know, under the former government, they had the merit point. It was the most wicked thing people were saying that this government has done. The drivers on the road. That's the merit point. This government came in to say, okay, they're going to scrap it, they're going to keep 6 of the points. And people were happy with that. Now, I've seen what this government have done with the fines on the road. I'm not hearing anybody saying anything about it, you know. like they're happy about it. If it was done under the former government, you would have heard them on the radio, on the streets and all about the government wicked. The bar owners, when I hear them complaining what they have done to the machines in the bar owners. This government seems like they don't care about the people in the country, population. What they want to do, they do. And you know why? Because the people are not saying nothing. PSA, look at PSA. PSA, the Duke and other and Elder and all of the, you feel that what has done under this government could have been done with that type of silence under the former government? You have destroyed them as they have been doing all along. Everything the government do was not good. Nothing like that. Imagine about 50 or 60,000 people unemployed just like that. Nobody is doing, you hardly hear them talking about it. And the people suffering, they're feeling it. And they come as nothing. You see, because they're saying themselves that when you know what you have, when you don't know what it is you're going to get. And they were promised everything nice.
Member, you with us? Think you lose connection there. Yeah, we lost you there, member. Sorry, call back. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good day. First-time caller. Afternoon, gentlemen. First-time caller to this program.
Hi, welcome.
I just want to tell you all, the country needs to prepare itself for some very hard times ahead. The first quarter of this year, there was negative growth. The second quarter, say March to April to June, would have been similarly negative growth. The third quarter, July to September, negative growth. We are currently in the last quarter of the year, December. We are currently in a recession. I'm sure you're going to be hearing about it in the next few days. The country doesn't have money. The government needs to borrow money. The government has made plans to increase its expenditure sharply. They passed legislation to raise their borrowing limit to $45 billion. That means they're going to be borrowing money in very large quantities very soon. Very soon, Moody's will be coming to assess our economy again. The last occasion we were downgraded in September by S&P. I expect we'll be downgraded by Moody's, which means that our credit rating will fall. That means that the terms and conditions on which we borrow money, the terms to pay will be harder. They might need to cut staff, cut social programs, etc. The government is being very irresponsible in attacking its means to earn income. For instance, what it's doing against the promoters to make it more difficult for them to have their carnival events. Carnival adds about $1 billion or 7% to GDP every year. They need to ensure that we maximize opportunities to earn revenue and they don't disturb the economy. You know how usually after Carnival there's a quiet period with Lent and so on?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if there's a quiet Carnival, how much worse that after Carnival period is going to be when the economy slows even further?
Oh God, please repeat it again for them, please, because I don't think they're hearing it any back.
Well, they can listen to a replay, but all I'm saying, we need to hold the government accountable. I am not a fan of the UNC, but we are in for some very difficult times, and we need to have our voices heard. You need to ensure that they understand that the measures they are implementing are damaging to everybody, because nobody's winning right now. One can't even conduct one's business privately, say as a shareholder of Republic Bank and FCB, because they're implementing measures and interfering with the management and causing fluctuations and diminution in the share value of those organizations. They're interfering with people's private wealth earning activities. the government is doing a lot of damage to the citizens. That's all I have to say, gentlemen.
All right. Thanks a lot for your contribution, member. It is a tightrope that they are walking. I can't even dispute or disagree. But they have to be careful with how they proceed, because it's not going to go over well with many. And I'm not speaking to the blind loyalists. I'm speaking to the general population. Cross that road when we get there, yes, as the goodly Prime Minister likes to say. Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I listened to the last caller, and just say respectfully, my feedback is not personal and totally objective.
Sorry, brother Trev. You're coming in a little shaky there. I'm not sure if you're in a bad signal or what.
You hear me better now?
Yeah, that's better.
Alright, cool. So I listened to the last caller, right? And I give him a feedback on what he would have said. And it's not subjective, it's purely objective. Meaning I really just speaking on the words and the information, quote unquote information he would have said. To me, it sounds like that's a prime example of misinformation. When you're saying that, the nation needs to prepare itself for hard times. I don't know if he was being sarcastic, but I just don't see any reason why, as a nation, we should be having difficult times. You could talk about oil and gas being on the decline for many years, but the reality is, when it comes to like the resources of a nation, we operate as a currency system, right? Which is like dollar bills, money, and in school, and the theory of money is supposed to really operate like a balance for equality, nationwide equality, so that one person or one group of persons don't overuse the resources of the country's resources. But in reality, money is really used like a limitation. They use a phrase like the haves and the have-nots. And we have been in a state of inequality for far too long. Unequal distribution of, when they say distribution of wealth, the distribution of the country's resources, we have been in a state of inequality for generations. And that's just not right at all. So when I listen to the information, quote unquote information, the last caller said, it sounds like a person who might be aligned or, pleading to the haves who in positions of authority and have been, without care, continuing the inequality of our nation. It sounds like it coming from that perspective. So even though he's speaking good words and he's talking professional, it's sounding like someone selling misinformation, and that's unfortunate. And I just give my feedback with all due respect, but we need positive change. And my focus, as a citizen, I am always peaceful, respectful, all about positivity and equal opportunity and equal rights, like I always say. So I look to our leaders, and looking forward to their the changes they're putting in place, so that we as a country, from very soon, like this year, we could start to enjoy our life, the life that we work for. We go to school, we get education. Everybody should have an equal opportunity. Thanks for the time, man, and continue to listen to the program.
Thanks for your contribution, Mother Trev.
Foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land
As it pertains to the previous caller, it's not so much as a it's not so much of a question of misinformation, you know, Brother Trevor. It's more of being on our P's and Q's. These are turbulent times that we're living in right now, and while some good things may be coming out of this new administration, there's no doubt about that. Some good things have happened. They are still trying times that we're living in, both internally and what is happening right outside our doorstep. We are in a very
Things that we need to see about.
a very pivotal time in our history right now.
Surely I do.
So it's more about being vigilant more than, you know, looking at the downside of things. Hello, good afternoon.
Good evening.
Evening.
Not this last caller, the one before.
Mm-hmm.
You see the caller before this last caller?
Mm-hmm.
He on the ball. He understands what's going on. You understand?
Mm.
He understands. If that last caller, this one here will just talk to you, can't understand that. Something wrong with he. That was exactly what's going on in the country. And I support the caller before this last one 100%. That fella who just called it, he lost touch with what happened here. He looked like he now come back from somewhere. He looked like he went out. That caller before this last one was correct. And those things we're saying about Moody's and Paul's and all them rating agencies, that's going to happen. We're going to get downgraded again. The place in a mess. When he understand what we borrowing limit is, he knows it is to ask to have the authority to borrow $45 billion. That is what they told me last week Friday. That caller we just called it, he lost touch with what going on. I'm sorry to tell him that. The caller before, he was right on the ball. It had no growth here. Which are the investors coming to invest in this climate here? Who come in here to invest? We would like them to invest. This is our country. Where they coming from? You think a man picking up the billions to invest here, although you want to invest? This whole situation in the climate here with that build-up, Venezuela, etc. Nobody coming here to invest at this time. And kudos to the caller before the last one. He understands what's going on here. This is not about no party here, you know. The man give you the raw facts.
I want you to repeat what you just said. What is it not about?
This is not about no party. This is about children to one with survival. I could say more, but I think somebody else had a chance. I was surprised to hear this last caller here say that he looked like he in the very end.
All right, thanks for your contribution. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with our first time caller. I need if he calls back, I need to get a code name for him because all of our members have different code names here, or just their names. But first time caller, if you happen to call back, you know. It's not so much about looking on the downside of things, but it's simply just seeing it for what it is, you know. We taking tiny hops forward, but we're still toeing on the edge of a very deep pothole, and we seem to be slipping into it more than climbing out of it, especially given the climate of what is going on. And I think that's what a lot of people are still not grasping fully, and I feel like it's not going to hit a lot of people until it's right in front of their face. Just how deeply in the latrine we are. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, President here again.
Yeah. Oh, this is a treat, twice in one session.
You see how real truth does that? Now, the same caller who come to tell you, but I think that I keep it real kind of human being, so you just say. that he come to put government and thing in the front and all kind of thing. You hear? After I could recognize and you could recognize that we're not putting nobody just so in the front. And that people with truthful consciousness in their mouth here and the reality of our system, you hear how they come in. Now, this is the fact for it. No, I may be a pensioner here, but the cost of living out here not nice. The cost of living ain't nice at all. Everything gone up sky high. My money diminished quick. But it's have people that feel like it's a better roses in the world. We wasn't living in better roses before because we had problems. It had people who gone away with millions to collect every month, every year. Nobody has studied that. The people in the same organization also that run in the country have millions to collect every month, every year. Nothing has changed. I ain't have that kind of money to collect every month, every year. I still see in capitalism and slavery. Somebody can tell me where they want. As long as Massa rule the world, all governments, most of them who, except I with him to right now, I have him a little pop up in the corner of the because all of them in the Caribbean, all of them living on, ruling under Massa condition, under the Monroe Doctrine condition. So you don't know America is a bully, you don't know America. You say it's a murderer because we don't know that. But alright, we living off of blood money. All of what we living on, who like America and who like blood money like, because it's that you're living off of. You have to change the condition of you have to look all up in what we call in the east and all kind of place to see if we could get survival. This is all they want to live off America. If blood money all they living on the liking that way. You see all the liking America, the thing for you, America, yes, I like to come out to do what you're doing for the longest period of time. The foreign policy is good. And the foreign policy encouraging blood money. And who like blood money? But they like America, or they like the United Kingdom, or they like them, or they understand how they still slave under a capitalist system. They understand that. You say what's right. It's negative go 4 corners of the earth. And we're going down into I tell you, they're already coming up to 2026. I don't know what they're going to be. Me no fortune teller. But as we say something right now, it's not looking good. Cost of living high, nobody is studying to talk to them people and them who stand at the row or nothing. Nobody is studying that. They put in more taxes. They say taxes cause a country to go along in some sort of reason. We have tax doing the same damn thing right now. The tax doing it, a different kind of tax, the same tax. But the mister was right. Mr. First time caller, come and talk more. Let me listen to one here. I say, let me listen some more again. Oh, go ahead. Come in now. Come in. I don't. Come in. Thanks.
Thanks, President. Thanks for your call.
Come, my friend.
Your timing getting better, friend. You're right on the money because we have to take a break in a short. But yeah, guys. So yeah. I'm glad that a lot of y'all kind of understand the situation, what's going on, Nice things are happening, yes. But not enough to say that we out of the woods or we out of the hole. Or, that we looking good as the year begins to turn. But we're going to talk more about it when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Yohana. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM, every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Makwayak.
I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK under Commanding General Johanna. Live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets. 91.9 FM.
Building dreams, delivering excellence. That's McClatchy Construction Company Limited. Since 2008, McClatchy Construction has grown into one of Trinidad and Tobago's most trusted names in construction. From residential homes to large-scale commercial and industrial projects, we bring integrity, innovation, and professionalism to every endeavor. Our services include general contracting, design and build, construction management, restorations, renovations, structural steelworks, infrastructure development, home construction, and equipment rental. Whatever your vision, we have the expertise to bring it to life. With over 17 years of proven experience and a portfolio of landmark projects, more than 70% of our work comes from repeat clients, a true testament to our quality and reliability. For trusted construction solutions, contact McClatchy Construction Company Limited at 221-5405 or 222-5897 or via email. admin@mcclatchyconstruction.com. McClatchy Construction Company Limited, building strong foundations for a better tomorrow.
Oh gosh, baby, the wedding is just days away. We never booked the caterer.
Oh, wait, is no. Oh, relax, baby. I already called Michelin already. Michelin Experience.
Wait, what? When?
Sometime last week, the same caterer that did our Christmas party at work. Remember when your sister showed up uninvited and she took all the leftovers?
But one thing for sure, the lasagna, it tastes real good.
I know. They're tasty, reliable, and affordable. They even deliver. And if you want, they could cook on site. So go back to bed, baby. Don't worry. Everything done handled. Michelin has us.
Have a great night rest knowing Michelin has you. From weddings to business functions, Michelin Experience Limited delivers unforgettable flavor and flawless services. So call them at 474-2250 or follow on social media at Michelin Experience. Great food, exceptional service every time.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
This year I say I'm not cooking. Young brother ask me what you're doing.
Crazy, your family them go start screwing. Without food, well, the Christmas could ruin.
Tell them to settle and cease. They will still get a piece. Cause KFC have a big festive feast.
Well, they bring all the chicken. I know it's finger-licking. And crazy, you can stay out of the kitchen and have
a festive feast, a festive feast.
Celebrate Christmas with KFC's Festive Feast. Get a festive box, 3 pieces of tenders and wedges for only $39.95. Or a festive bucket, 8 pieces of chicken, 2 regular sides, and 2 portions of wedges for $159. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
This Christmas, save big at Furniture Plus. Enjoy up to 50% off in-store and online. Shop on beatable deals on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. Plus, pay 0 installments for 90 days on credit plans. Furniture Plus, where holiday savings shine.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Merry Christmas.
Starting November 1st, we kick off the Parang and Christmas season right here. Ready to hear your song? Email us your request at street919music@gmail.com with your contact number, and you will get to shout out your music on the air.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launch from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
The key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about.
So much indeed, so much indeed. But I guess that's what we had to do, right? Just about 10 minutes after the hour, 2 o'clock in Port of Spain, Trinidad. Good afternoon, everyone. If you just joined in, you need to get better on your Trini timing, okay? The council done start already, and we've been in full conversation. All right? Something going on with my monitors today. I floating blind here. For those of you watching on the live on YouTube, I no headphones today. I'm running blind. This monitor getting on my nerves now. Anyway, let's play some bills before we dive back into conversations and everything. Yeah, guys, till 'tis the season to share the crunch and spread the joy. Make sure that you make your table a festive one with KFC. Get the festive box, 3 pieces of spicy or extra crispy tenders and regular wedges for just $39.95, or go big with the festive bucket, 8 pieces of golden chicken, 2 regular sides, and 2 regular wedges for only $159. Whether it's a family feast or an after shopping treat, KFC's got the taste of Christmas wrapped up for you. So come to flavor. Come home to KFC. It's finger licking good.
Who going to live in a foreign land?
Also, this Christmas, make it magical with PRW Enterprises, your one-stop shop for everything tech and more. Keep your home safe with their 8-channel camera packages, starting at just $3,100. Gamers power up with gaming cases from $425, mechanical keyboards for $1,025, and monitors for as low as $799. Turn up the volume with the JBL Boombox 3s at $4,078, or blast your favorite carols through Memorex speakers for only $2,500. Need gifts for everyone? They've got the Fire tablets for the kids for just $550, Fire sticks and laptops starting at $2,800, and Headsets from as low as $150. Power it all with Asa gaming power supplies for $550 and stay charged up with a Forza replacement battery 9 amp for $304. And the best part of all of this, enjoy 3 months layaway available on select items. Shop now, pay later, and make everyone's holiday brighter. Whether it's a smart TV, a projector, or a generator to keep the lights glowing, PRW Enterprises has the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Come down to PRW Lowlands Tobago or call them at 285-9775 extension 501. Merry Christmas from PRW Enterprises, powering your Christmas with tech, joy, and cheer all year. And finally, make sure you connect your home this season with the Flow Link Up or Link Up Plus plan and get free installation. Or go big with the Link Up More plan and take home a $500 grocery voucher. Offer ends December 31st. Sign up at the Flow Milford Bay Plaza store today. Terms and conditions apply. Right. So let's dive back in. I saw we were getting some calls there. Sorry, I had to pay off the bills first. But yeah, guys, those phone lines are open: 342-0081 and 466-5391. Let's take some follow-ups from what we were discussing in the previous hour before I move on to what I was going to address initially. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, DJ, just calling in briefly, maybe to assist with setting the tone. It really, truly simple. You don't need to be a genius, and I am no way, shape, or form a genius. You just know what's going on, what has been going on in our country, and it's just not right. Simple. So I'll leave it there. I'll lock on and listening to what you're going to discuss in this next hour, and let us continue speaking about change and positivity. Yeah, man.
All right. Thank you, Brother Trev.
Tolerance and production.
Yeah, man. So, we had a lengthy discussion in the last hour. If you were just joining us, about the.
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is
mainly about the
come my brother, come my sister.
consequences of what politicians do when they're in power. Not maintaining things that benefit us, the people, simply because it didn't come from their side. Which branched off into several different other speaking conversations. And, the main theme was, well, yes, some good things have come since this new administration has come in. We still have a long way to go. And there are still so many other things that we have to just... We just have to raise the eyebrows at.
To spell them out.
I mean, the staunchest of you...
Cause you know as well...
The staunchest of you who support this administration... I'm sure y'all have to see it too. It can't simply be you're following blindly.
More than ever we must show.
Y'all take a look at this now.
Discipline.
A U.S. mass communication specialist radio announcement has confirmed that the radar installed by the U.S. military forces in Trinidad and Tobago is an AN-TPS AT Gator radar.
Because this is our land.
And that officials say, quote, it can be used in U.S. conflict with Venezuela, end quote. I'll say it again. This is confirmed by a U.S. mass communication specialist radio announcement. that the radar installed in Trinidad and Tobago specifically, quote, can be used in U.S. conflict with Venezuela. This information was conveyed by U.S. Mass Communications Specialist Second Class Natasha Chevalier Losada, who recently shared details of the Tobago radar installation to naval forces through their radio station AFN Guantanamo Bay.
Discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation.
Now, I don't want to bore you with all the details. Y'all can go and check out the article for yourself.
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation.
I'll dive into some more of it, but just let that sink in, right? Because many of you, the staunch ones who call here and are calling this a good thing that we have this radar that was quote unquote given to us to repel criminals in the water, to crack down on naval crime. I'm not sure how long y'all are gonna swallow that story, but every day it seems to unravel a little bit more and it becomes less and less believable. This is coming from a US base directly, stating exactly what the radar is supposed to be used for, or can be used for. Let me use their direct quotes. What it can be used for. And again, I have yet to hear any of you or see any information anywhere. Again, I stand to be proven wrong, but I've yet to see it anywhere that the radar in question is going to be used by us, or that we have clearance or permission to use it. Our Tobago Defense Forces are up by the radar right now. Anyone from our regiment has clearance to use that equipment? And I'm only speaking about the one that's in Tobago, not the one that's here, and we know what that is. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I find it very hard to view it as a gift to the nation.
Remember, the key to success is working.
And even less so after a statement like that.
For our country, we must have regard. Forget all your differences.
Because I failed to see us even, any of us remotely, our forces, being introduced to it. No high-ranking officials in our military force being given a tour of it, say that they visited the site. Nothing.
I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand.
And this is coming on the heels
Our land. Come my brother, come my sister.
of President Trump
Let's build a nation together.
saying that he is preparing for land force strikes. To which our leader has no comments on where we will stand yet, should that come to pass. And make no mistake, I do not want something like this to come to pass, but people,
so much
preventing a war is not is far above my pay grade. I am just a guy behind a microphone talking the things with y'all.
As I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play.
Day by day, inch by inch,
More than ever we must show Discipline.
This inevitable conflict continues to come to a very violent head.
To build a strong and better nation.
Too many of us still have our heads in the sand, or are still walking.
So come let us go hand in hand, because this is
walking by faith, not by sight. But in this instance, some all you need to use your eyes.
Together.
Because if this kettle boils over, it is not going to bode well. You think we have problems now. But if our skies suddenly become filled with aggressive aircraft, our waters become too violent to travel.
It also goes for every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land.
Not even us who was directly involved,
do something.
Screw it, we are directly involved.
Instead of staying out
because we have the equipment here in our nation.
More than ever, we must show discipline.
America has put itself here and set itself up here.
A strong and better nation. I say that is
as a strategic point
so
to settle their interests with Venezuela.
Because this is our land.
That is flying over some of y'all heads.
And let us build a nation.
I want Santa to bring y'all some binoculars for Christmas. A high-powered telescope, something to look out into those waters and see what's really happening. Caribbean Sea is filled with a huge chunk of the United States Naval Forces. And some of us still here talking about, nuh-uh. That ain't gonna bother we. We gonna be real okay over here. It's to stop the crime and the human trafficking. I mean, just enlighten me for 2 minutes here, right? We're coming up. They're coming. The death toll for the boat strikes is coming up probably to 100 people pretty soon, because I'm sure more boats will be attempting to go out anyway. And Trump doesn't show any signs of stopping from blowing them out of the water. So enlighten me. If threats of getting blown up in the water is not stopping these boats from going out, because we don't know what is in these boats up to this day. You want to say that these boats are full of drugs or narco terrorists or whatever. We have nobody to claim such, no evidence of drugs, nothing. And if you think,
remember,
just because they're getting blown out of the water and they're still going out there,
our country we must have regard.
You really think a war would stop it?
Forget all your differences, let we start to build.
Make it make sense to me.
To progress.
I want to understand where you all coming from.
Because now.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Hey, Castle, what are you saying?
Yes, I hear what you say. Watch me, the people in them and like to be in Trinidad. And you know the other thing about CNN News. CNN, you say, they bomb up a Cuba boat too, you know, and the people can get against it. Let the land go and everything stupidness he's doing. You want to master Trinidad and Venezuela, you better keep far from Trinidad and Venezuela. God bless you, darling. Bye.
Bye, Royal Castle. Big up yourself. Yeah, make it make sense. I played y'all a clip sometime last week. One way or another, these things are going to continue to happen. If this really was about drugs,
you know as well as
blowing them out of the water would not be the solution.
it's putting more effort and less play.
And blowing them out of the water is not going to stop them either.
More than ever we must show discipline, tolerance, and production.
All it is crime in international waters.
A strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation.
And it quite frankly concerns me more than anything else.
Because this is our land.
That a lot of people can't see that.
Come, my sister,
and how deeply implicated we are by supporting the craziness that is happening out there. Because you do understand that if this really becomes a full-blown war,
this also goes for
there is nothing we can do now.
Who going to live in a
because when it comes to striking back,
always the time to come home and do something instead of staying out there and freezing.
Where do you think the Venezuelan forces are going to look first?
More than ever, we must show
they might be able to catch somebody in the seas,
tolerance and production.
But their best option is to destabilize communications
I say
by any means necessary. And where,
so come
where, pray tell, is there a bright, shiny new communications device to transmit orders, coordinates, and strategies from Washington to the U.S. naval bases or what have you? What is to stop them from aiming a red dot at Crown Point, Tobago? Hello, good afternoon.
Yo, Hashim, the dream. I just, thinking in real time, right? And this contribution is really just to help get some clarity. Yeah, and I know you're talking about the Venezuelan issue right now and everything, and let's just see, right? Let's just think it through in real time. Let's just say some of what I've been expressing in terms of like the difficulties of gaining employment and possible discrimination. Let's just say it is true, and that I really have been dealing with this for years now. Then where's the solution? It might be just like a time limit until I'm no longer able to duck and dodge and avoid what I'm describing that might be going on with me. Remember last week you was talking about, in society the difficulties and that, unfortunately one child may have taken their own life. And I really bring this up just for like total honesty, and clarity. So, I always continue to be a positive person, but to assist me a little bit like mental ease, if it really is that they say the government or the system, they're really just against, well, not this current administration, right? We're hoping for the best. But they may be the businessmen and women behind the scenes. They talk about like religion, right? And they say like some people wanna buy your soul or whatnot. You know, if that is really going on, then I can't change that. You know, the most we could do is, you know, share our voice and our wishes for better on platforms like these. But it would just be nice if that is the reality, because sometimes we have a lot of things that are promoted to distract and confuse. So, you know, the reality really might be some people just against positive people, and that needs to be like clearly highlighted and made that the reality. So it's not no like hiding behind illusions now. You know, that's what a lot of people might try to do, like hide behind illusions. So I totally cool. You know, it's all positive vibes, it's all love, it's all blessings, and you know, seasons, greetings, and Merry Christmas, one. And I continue to stay strong, brother. I, I just can't change who I am as a person. You know, I think that might be difficult for some persons to accept, but you know, give all glory to God for real. So thanks for the time to share. Blessings, keep up the good work, and I look to and listening.
Thank you. So yeah, someone explain it to me now.
Need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is putting more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my
I know it's a hard truth to swallow for a lot of people. Especially because it's still so much very buried very deeply under the surface. Because it hasn't fully boiled over. And I feel like things don't really become fully clear to many until it is hitting you full on in the face.
This also goes for every Trinbagonian.
And we can't wait.
In a foreign land. Now is the
we can't wait for that to hit the fan, and not in this case. Not in this instance.
Because now more than ever we must show discipline.
That lack of clarity or information only coming out late or under a certain narrative as to not
I say that is the main
incense us.
So come let us
or quote unquote cause panic.
Because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister.
Just leads people to believe that all is well, especially those who just follow blindly, and the people rely on sheep in order to hide the wolves' attack. I know we've been dealing with this issue for too long. Between narco trafficking, human trafficking, and increased crime, partially of which has to do with Venezuelan incursion. I get that. Truly. But abandoning due process abandoning doing things the right way hardly makes us any better. Us endorsing it, and I say us, I'm speaking about the people who make the decisions for us, the people that we put to make the decisions for us. It's not a good look internationally. Like one of the callers from the last hour, the one that many of y'all agreed with, paints us in a bad light when we are already not in a good place economically. But now we are not even in good moral standings to a lot of countries in the world. At a time where we need people to invest in us.
And onward to progress we surely will.
Unless the investments are going to be weapons.
More than ever we must show discipline.
Weapons that we may not even be ready to use here in this nation.
A strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work and
where are the investments going to come from?
come my brother.
The administration has an amazing 15-year plan for revolutionizing the infrastructure of the nation. We played it a couple weeks ago. It was like a 14-minute long clip of how the Bay of San Fernando is going to be revolutionized. We're installing the old steam train for tourism, and just building up everywhere to look fancy. A new monorail system.
Cause you know as well as I do
transforming Port of Spain. Transforming our prison system, transforming our ministries located in all different parts of the country. It's a full-on plan.
And production.
And it all looks great. All looks great in the slideshow. The kind of Trinidad and Tobago we probably should have had already.
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land.
How do you get that build without one?
Sister, and let us build a nation.
The proper investments. Not just within our, within your citizens and the future of the nation, but proper investments by the right alliances with the right nations outside. One. And two, how do you see that vision come to light if for whatever reason you do
this also goes for every
too much damage to the nation that they don't see fit to keep you for longer than a single term? Because that plan is a multiple term administration.
Instead of staying out there and freezing.
And as a member wisely said some time ago,
whenever we must show
the opposite side has an innate talent of bouncing back from defeat very quickly.
That is the main foundation. So come let us.
So for whatever reason they bounce back. 2030.
Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation.
All those plans revolutionizing the nation go out the window once again, because like I said at the top of the show, every time there's a change of hands, every time there's someone new in charge, regimes change, plans change, and good things that have started or may have started under one office get thrown to the wayside because it wasn't their idea, and they just leave it to gather dust. And when it's brought up, all they could say is, That is the previous administration and their poor mismanagement of the things and the things and the such and such and the XYZs and 1, 2, 3s. All the fancy political talk they like to feed us with. The big words they like to use as if we didn't also go to school. Could just be me. But I actually want to see these plans come to fruition. It's not gonna happen if you don't keep us on your side. It's not about the 1 or 2 bits of good news here and there. In the midst of pure chaos happening around us. We can't keep pointing to the shiny toy in the middle of the room when the room is surrounded by spikes. And I hope I'm getting to some of y'all out there. I hope y'all are understanding where I'm coming from at this point.
For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build.
I know sometimes when we sit here on the council and we talk, and it does not directly talk about the good things that are happening under this governance. Many go quiet or are quick to
that is the main foundation.
Assume that we are being paid off by others from the opposite side. But really all we're just trying to do is ask the questions. If we don't ask the necessary questions, are we really doing our job here? Would you prefer that we just say yes, clap, clap, good job, well done, regardless of whatever? That's not what a good citizen does, much less a speaker on this council, but not what a good citizen of this nation does. Regardless of who you support, who you put an X next to when you dipped your finger in the ink,
is putting more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline.
What makes you a good citizen is questioning them
to build a strong
at every turn. When you don't understand how it's benefiting, ask a question. When you can clearly see that this is a detriment rather than an enhancement, ask a question.
My sister, and let us build a nation together.
And just because you question, when clearly it is something that could cause more harm than good, just because you question it, doesn't make you insubordinate, it doesn't make you an enemy of the party. It simply makes you a good citizen because you care. You care enough to ask the questions that others are afraid to answer because they'd rather just be,
instead of staying out there,
they'd rather just mama guy you, for lack of better words, on the radio.
We must show discipline.
And that is what I want from you, the members, you know. More than anything, I want you all to be good citizens.
Strong and better.
Question everything.
I say that is
don't follow blindly. Don't simply say
come let us put hand in hand.
the wickedness of the past decade
Come my brother, come my sister.
Now is we turn.
Let us build a nation together.
That doesn't help build a nation. It helps build more spite. It helps build more grudge. And we'll just end up going in a perpetual circle of haha, I on top now. What you going to do? So I'm hoping that you understand that that's what we're trying to do here on the council. Whether we may agree, whether we disagree, at the end of the day, we have to question everything. And we will continue to question everything. When good is done, we will clap our hands, we will applaud and say, well done. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But when some things cause you to raise your eyebrows, you must have the gumption to raise your hand and be like, excuse me, miss? I ain't understanding this equation yet to lay before us. Come, wheel and come again. Or if simply they have fumbled because they are only human, they are only human. And we will all fall short on some days. Have the stones and the chest to say, hey, what you're doing there is not right. Wheel and come again, please. Only then will you really be saying that we're building a nation together.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than
anyway, 342-0081 466-5391. You want to call in and add something before we close off for the hour and go and pay these bills. But if you just join in, just speaking on the fact of the recent intelligence that came from mass communication specialists who announced via radio that the radar established in Tobago can and would be used in the U.S. conflict against Venezuela. An act that, of course, puts us in this conflict, not indirectly, but full on and directly.
so much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do the
same time too, we coming up on the final hour. What is not a crime but should be considered a crime?
Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better.
Same time we're coming up on the end of the year here, and
that is the main foundation. So come let us go.
I seen that we are once again having a fireworks issue.
And let us build a nation together.
Looks like some proposed legislation to regulate the fireworks industry. It's going to require persons to seek permits to discharge fireworks, except for public holidays and December 31st. and fireworks will be restricted in certain areas, including near zoos, animal rearing facilities, and hospitals. I mean,
This goes for every big onion who going to live in a foreign land.
I don't really see a problem in that regard.
Come home and do something instead of staying out day and free.
I'm not sure of how deeply this goes. Will this mean that once we have a permit, we can fire off any and most fireworks?
Tolerance and production.
And here's the thing, animal rearing facilities. There's have a lot of people out there who feel that their house is an animal rearing facility because they have one Pomeranian in a sweater. And by the way, if you make your dog wear clothes, seek therapy. Seek the Lord. Dogs are animals, not humans. Listen, I am a dog person. I love dogs, but I would never put clothes on a dog. But I think as far as the fireworks goes, I would like to I would hope animal rearing facilities is like animal shelters, veterinary places. I don't want nobody from no private home calling and say, hey, I'm an animal rearing facility and all you have is 2 cats. Hello.
Hi. Good afternoon, Mr. Deputy.
How are you?
Presiding officer. I'm good, yeah, going with the flow. I heard you commenting earlier on, and the comments that you were making, you were spot on. You know, you generate a lot of enemies for them statements.
I mean, I'm not here to make friends, you know. I here to do the people them work.
I agree with you 1,000%. It is what it is. That is one of the reasons why I always calling for a third party from now. I always making a call because you see what is going on now. The party like they're starting to swing left. I listened to Parliament there Friday and the finance minister come out with some kind of draconian thing, boy. I thought Embert was bad, but to me, like he put in Embert in his shade, boy. I vote for UNC. And what I sign up for, I don't like what I get in right now. My support moved from 100 to 60. It gone down to 50 now. Yikes. I don't like what I seen and what I hear. And when you talk to people that vex, but it's nothing wrong with them getting vexed. You are your own opinion, you are your own thinking. Who get vexed is a business because at the end of the day, all them politicians laughing all the way to the back. As a matter of fact, the thing where you're saying about what is a crime that should be a crime and or whatever, I find all the politicians that make promises before the election, and when they get in office, you can't get on to them to change the number and they're not fulfilling any promises, should be jail. Jail. Right? Because this is people's lives all they're playing with, and we catching me aunt, uncle, and then out here while all they're laughing all the way to the bank. And the thing where I feel crippling the nation right now, you see that payment to public servants that they want to pay out in cash. I can't disagree with the public servant to be angry because it was offered 4% and a man went to much 47% and a big pension. So I can't be vexed with them. But at the same time, paying that out now in cash kind of hard, boy. I hope the government could work on something with them. As I say, I wouldn't give the government a full they call it, like not a readout, but judge them. I wouldn't really give them a full judgment now. My judgment is after they reach a year. But before they reach a year, my support dwindling because of the things that I hear. And the people who get attacked is the man on the ground. Just imagine a man, if you have a car license to work private, and a man create employment by pulling bull. You know how much big money they're charging you, you know. What all they want he to do now?
Groundsman, I don't mean to cut you off there, but gotta take this commercial break right here real quick.
Yeah, you go ahead. Well, I think you get the drift of what I was saying anyway. So
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
a blessed one.
All right, no problem, man.
Cause you know
Yeah, guys, let's just take this quick pause for the cause. When we come back, we're gonna find out what's not a crime but should be a crime. And yeah, make sure you call in and state the crimes that you have to report. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
This is the voice of Tuesday Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
This year I say I'm not cooking. Young brother ask me what you're doing. Crazy, your family them go start screwing. Without food, well the Christmas could ruin. Tell them to settle and cease. They will still get a piece. Cause KFC have a big festive feast.
Well, bring all the chicken. I know it's finger licking. And crazy, you can stay out of the kitchen and have
a festive feast, a festive feast.
Celebrate Christmas with KFC's Festive Feast. Get a festive box, 3 pieces of tenders and wedges for only $39.95. Or a festive bucket, 8 pieces of chicken, 2 regular sides, and 2 portions of wedges for $159. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Craving that authentic taste of the Caribbean but short on time? With Lion Brand Per Luri Mix. Now in its convenient, easy-to-use pouch, you can whip up a batch of fluffy, golden Per Luri in a flash. Just add water, mix, and fry. Perfect for impromptu gatherings. Our Per Luri Mix brings everyone together for a delicious moment. Share the flavor with friends and family, because good food and good company go hand in hand. Get your Lion Brand Per Luri Mix today and make every moment a tasty celebration. Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancements cost $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap Gap Pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268. The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launch from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
2026, I wanna share some licks. Certain thing in the industry have to fix. 2026, I wanna share some licks. Certain thing in the carnival have to fix. I ain't going no party if I don't know who's singing. I don't know who playing. I don't know who DJing. I say I ain't going no party if I don't know who's singing. I don't know who playing. I don't know who DJing. Before I pay, you have to assure me. What happened in 5 cartels so can't happen to me. Before I spend $1, I want to see your flyer. Who is the artist contractor? Come and mash up the party. I come here to jump up. Hey, free up. Hey, hands in the air, hands up in the air. I just want to jump up. Hey, free up. Hey, hands in the air, hands up in the air. 2026, all the share some licks. Certain things in the carnival have to face. I ain't playing massive, your man not going Savannah. Queen's Park Savannah, Mr. Van Leader. I say, I ain't playing massive, your man not going Savannah. Queen's Park Savannah, Mr. Van Leader. Before I pay, you have to assure me. We will be crossing Queen's Park Stage on Carnival Day. Me and my posse, we all in with glory. And we live on TV. Watch how we done mash up a party. I just want to jump up. Hey, free up. Hey, hands in the air, flags up in the air. I just want to jump up. Hey, free up. Hey, hands in the air, flags up in the air. 2026, I wanna share some licks. Certain thing in the industry have to fix. 2026, I wanna share some licks. Certain thing in the Kaiso have to fix. I ain't going no Kaiso tent if you don't have Calypso. Sweet Calypso. On the Ponte Tumbo, I say, I ain't going no Kaiso tent if you don't have Calypso. Sweet Calypso. The Al's and Crocro. Before I pay, you have to assure me. They will not be singing the songs to chase people away. Let's sing about the country, how we can make money, how to raise a family, how to live in love and unity. I just want to jump up. Hey, free up. Hey, hands in the air, flags up in the air. Everybody jump up. Hey, free up. Hey, hands in the air, flags up in the air.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. 'Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is putting more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So
right, so we're back here on this final hour, 15 minutes after the hour of 3. Big up to everybody that has been tuning in, all our regular contributors.
Build a nation together.
Street Council, what is not a crime but should be a crime. Before we get into that, let me just make sure that we are all up to date with our announcements. And yeah, so guys, the most wonderful time of the year is here, and Mount Pleasant Credit Union is making your Christmas even brighter. Make sure you take a loan this season and borrow up to $200,000. Plus, members with new loans of $25,000 or more get a chance to win a prize, a grand prize valued at $25,000. And monthly grocery vouchers worth $1,000. Don't miss out on this festive offer. Ends December 31st, 2025. Make sure to give them a call at 639-8375 or visit mpcutobago.com to apply today. Mount Pleasant Credit Union, making your Christmas dreams come true. This promotion has been approved by the NLCB and terms and conditions apply.
Remember, the key to success is working hard.
Right, guys, and don't forget as well, Tobago Massive.
We must have regard.
The Street 919 FM is celebrating our first ever Christmas Caravan Drive, the East Edition 2025.
Surely will. Because now,
that's right, we are coming from the Street 919 FM station in Tobago all the way to Charlottesville on December 20th, 2025. Come and enjoy the journey with us as we finish off at the Charlottesville bandstand with lots of games, snacks, and treats for the kids, and live entertainment from some of your favorite Tobago artists. Lots of prizes to be won.
come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation.
Make sure you bring the kids and have a spectacular day. For more information, just give them a call, 369-6414, 301-2713, 357-2006, or 309-0136.
So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Alright, so just touching on a couple of things I'm seeing here. As y'all get ready to report your crimes, was not a crime but should be a crime. Just about an hour ago, it looked like a 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck off of northern Japan, triggering a tsunami up to 70 centimeters, 27 inches.
More than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation
in the Pacific Coast communities, and the warnings of potentially higher surges, the Japanese Meteorological Agency said. So, yeah, December is usually not the best month over there for them. So, hoping things are okay. Also gotta send our condolences out to the Ryan Singh family. Over in New Grant, 40-year-old Amar Das Narayan Singh unfortunately lost his life in a house fire yesterday evening. So heartfelt condolences going out to the family.
Yeah, we build a nation together. I said, come. Yeah, we build a nation together. Yeah, we build a nation together. Build a nation
Remember, this is working for our country. We must have forget all your differences. Because now more than ever we must be tolerant and to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come to look for friends and New Year coming. So all who fly coming to sugar coating and fly thing in there. And me see things coming my way and things going here that way and I work so hard.
Hold on, KFC, start over. I ain't catch you at all.
I'm saying, continue doing the good work, do it without fear and favor and talk your mind. I join that bandwagon with you too, but I come in and talk my mind. Who vex loss? Because when I talk in my mind, you got a lot of enemies. And a new year coming, 2026, less friends be better for me. Because I seen unjust and wickedness, and a man like me, I don't care. That's the bricks. 2026. Bless.
All right, bless up, KFC.
Tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation.
They're not even going to lie. I'm moving real blind without these headphones here. I'm not feeling it at all. But, I need the production room to come check me. Magnanimous production room.
Come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I just realized you might not have been picking me up just now. So I was just covering some stories here for what is not a crime and what should be. But yes, big up to
who going to live in a foreign land.
Our TNT runners, Mitchell and Romani.
Do something.
They retained they gained first and second place in a 10K run in Barbados over the weekend. And I was saying, then next, our boys in the West Indies still ain't finding their feet. Because they managed to come up to a draw against New Zealand. And, you know, kind of just more of the same at this point, guys. What I could tell you.
Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, Hashim the Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just calling to ask a question and now cross my mind. Very briefly. By chance, you could confirm if third umpire on this evening?
As far as I know, yeah, they should be on.
They should be.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I was looking forward to them Friday, but there was none, and I was like real disappointed. But small thing. That's all I really called to ask. So, keep up the good vibes, man. And yeah, I mean, like I say, like like the last call I expressed, and some of us might honestly express, boy, just doing our best, just being positive persons, positive citizens. I don't think you could ask for anything more than that. So keep up the positive vibes to all the positive people out there. Blessings, man.
Bless up, brother Trev. Thank you. All right, about that time of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I got to take you over to your Parang hit of the day. I'll take that call as soon as I get back, guys. Don't study it. But yeah, we got to take this one. Your your Royal Castle, Parang hit of the day. Y'all check it out right here on the Street 919 FM.
This is your Parang hit of the day, powered by the unbeatable taste of Royal Castle.
Okay, Rudolph, make a right. Then, hold on. Mrs. Claus sent a WhatsApp.
The elves are hungry. Pick up a Royal Castle Queen bucket, a King bucket, some royal wings, a family meal, a few combos, some extra delicious coleslaw, crinkle-cut fries, potato salad, and a snack box for yourself. Oh, and don't forget that delicious honey mustard sauce. It's really lashing. Okay, Rudolph, let's get that delicious local Trini flavor. Royal Castle, here we come. Royal Castle is the local something that makes it all taste better. Happy holidays from Royal Castle.
BT Records, Venezuela, introducing Venezuela to the Parang Soca.
Crazy la leyenda, Jan Luis,
Tío Loco,
Crazy Man,
canta un calezo.
Baila, 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 vente baila con nosotros.
Bring acá,
vente baila, baila muchacha.
The other day, I went Venezuela and I fall in love with a señorita.
Baila, baila.
Well, I hardly know the lingo, but I really don't what she know. So I try out a whole step-o. See me making signal for so and I sing it. Me muchacha, este mucho bien, dame el amor. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Me muchacha, este mucho bien, dame el amor. Me mommy rich, me papi rich, me uncle rich, muchacha. Me brother rich, me sister rich, and I drive in motorcar. Hey, hey, hey.
Vente, baila, baila. ¿Qué espera? Reúnete con nosotros.
Bilim, bim, boom, bim. Bilim, bim, boom, bim.
Baila, baila.
Lam, bam, bam, bilim, bam, boom, bim. Lam, bam, bam, bilim, bam, boom, bim. Bilim, bim, boom, bim. Bilim, bim, boom, bim. Muchacho.
Baila, baila, no te quedes. Yo puedo hacer lo que quiera, pero canto con amor. Y que digan lo que quieran, soy real de corazón. Canto pa' la niña linda, pa' la mala y pa' la buena. Y cantando esta parranda, yo me siento en Venezuela.
Me muchacha, este mucho bien, dame el amor. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Me muchacha, este mucho bien, dame el amor. Me mommy rich, me papi rich, me uncle rich, muchacha. Me brother rich, me sister rich, and I drive in motorcar. Hey, hey, hey.
Vente, baila, baila. ¿Qué espera? Reúnete con nosotros.
Bilim, bim, boom, bim. Bilim, bim, boom, bim.
Baila, baila.
Lam, bam, bilim, bam, boom, bim. Lam, bam, bilim, bam, boom, bim. Bilim, bim, boom, bim. Bilim, bim, boom, bim. Muchacho.
Baila, baila, no te quedes.
Yeah. Christmas is coming, and we're heading back to TNT for that famous Royal Castle chicken. We just love the Royal Castle family meal with those 12 pieces of tasty chicken, the 6 yummy sides, and that refreshing 2-liter soft drink. It's just perfect for a nice Christmas lime. So if you're hustling and bustling like me, or if you just want some great tasting food, pick up the Royal Castle family meal. Happy holidays from Royal Castle. Ho, 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 ho.
That was your Parang Hit of the Day, powered by the unbeatable taste of Royal Castle.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Yes, and that was your parang hit of the day. The sounds are crazy. Muchacha. Yeah.
So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell it.
Imagine if they come. Imagine if war start and we can't play parang no more, boy.
Cause you know as well as I do the only way.
You feel if we go to war, we gonna stop singing parang for the Christmas or?
Cause now more than ever.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, the Dream and Day listeners. No, more than likely you go still have people jamming still, man.
All right, that's what I'm saying. They said this, when the city burned down, we gonna be jamming still. So I hope that's the case.
But I just called to. I hear KFC say he going and start a talky mine and stop hold back him out. But it's kind of good that he reaching to that point. You know, sometimes as human beings, sometimes we have to face certain things before we make a decision to make a change. Because it's difficult for me to understand how some of us in this country continue to just give blind support any and everything. Just throw your support behind people and then have some expectation that they are going to do better for you. It just doesn't work in that way, especially here in Trinidad and Tobago, right? When we give people support that they didn't earn and they don't deserve, they don't really look in your direction. And this is why we as a country need to develop whatever it takes within us to speak the truth to people in power, right? As long as we trying to support them in hope that we will get something, it will all fall apart and come to naught. Because as I continue to say, if we have that approach, the 41 members of parliament will continue to win. Because just as how the persons are asking, right, how and where the government is going to get the money to give to the working class, not a soul. I didn't hear anybody ask where we was getting the money to raise the salary of the 41 MPs who were there in 2025. Nobody didn't ask that, right? It is time for us to speak truth to power. So I welcome your change in approach, KFC, and hope that you will stand on that and not fall back into the place of just going down the road wherever a party leading you, regardless if it's to your own detriment. You're just going down with it because of your hate for our next party, or you're just choosing to support blindly. So I hope that many other persons will join you on that journey, KFC, and just speak the truth. Speak the truth. What is for you is for you, and it will come when the time is right. But in the meantime, just speak the truth. Don't give these people all this power to just do as they please, because it have a group of the nation that's supporting them, so they just feel they could continue. But I'll put on listening, brother. I'll leave it there.
All right, thanks, Chris, for your contribution. That's what I want for all y'all too, eh? Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am so shocked to hear KFC coming and complaining on the radio. KFC, you're in shame. You have been talking about, and Auntie Kamala and the UNC is the best things in sliced bread. And you're saying, you used to say fire burn the PNM. But you should never, as a supporter of the UNC, you should never be coming on the radio and talking about and how we do and all the foot soldiers and all what we do for the UNC. And you're seeing people who didn't work, who wasn't like all you were doing, getting things. I would have been so ashamed. I would be so ashamed to come and talk that KFC. Not all what you have been saying and supporting the UNC and them treating you like that. Nah, man, KFC, that can't be real. That can't be real. You coming and saying them and taking you on and who are answering phone? Nah, man. I thought it was only PNM people, PNM ministers and councillors used to do that, not the UNC. Shame on the UNC. KFC, I can't believe that. Have a blessed evening.
Have a blessed evening, ma'am.
Get all your differences, let we start to build.
Listen.
And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show
what is important. Really, man. A lot of y'all calling in right now, so I'm leaving the floors open for you. I'll speak afterwards. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon again, Deputy Speaker.
Yeah, Grounds, man. How you doing?
That call, yeah, I did. You see the caller that called before this lady here? Right? I like to hear callers like that. That is constructive criticism. Although you may not believe in everything he say, but that is a constructive criticism that he made there. You know? I ain't saying I agree with him, but its contribution is good. It's a good contribution. But I want to say something to UNC. UNC, I want you to listen to me well. UNC are being watched more than ever, more than PNM. Right now, people not even looking at the opposition. They don't want to hear nothing. Every time the opposition talk, the population getting vexed. People don't want to even hear them. Even the faces that on the opposition bench and in the upper house, people just angry, right? If all you don't get all your act together and get all your act together fast, when election time come around, that will be the end of all you for good. You hear what I say? Because the population right now don't have the patience to give people a chance and try this one and try that one anymore. What the population doing now, you see, we make a step, we get rid of PNM. If all you do perform, the same way you get rid of PNM, you get rid of all you also. That is why, again, we have to look for a third party from now. Because it wouldn't make sense to get rid of UNC and go back to a loser like PNM again. And if we vex with PNM, go back to UNC. That ain't cutting it. We tried that already for how much ever years already. We tried with ONR and UNC on that Pandey and it's not working. So we have to get a third party. And I am, in my heart, I feel before election time come around, we'll get a proper third party. Probably they're gathering right now and talking and having meeting and formulating themselves and they ain't bust out as yet. But all you watch out. Imagine the finance minister come. Remember we have a thing on the ground called Iwer? The finance minister come now and rest a charge on any time they catch you playing Iwer on the ground. But that is the same thing that they take from on the ground and have it as playway. Right? Now you take away that from the poor man. That is how the poor man used to survive. You win a mark today, you could buy some food and whatever. You take away that from me, and now you have it playway. And you're cutting all these small man now, so you can't know where again. And the charges you're resting on here is charges that you can't afford. It's too big. As a matter of fact, on the campaign trail, I remember Kamala said, because when we was talking about the demerit points and things, she said she was going to move the demerit points and drop the fine. She moved the demerit points. She moved the demerit points on some of the things. She moved from everything. She moved it on some. But the fines didn't drop yet. We let that slide because we tell ourselves coming up go be that after. But instead of that come after, we get increase in fine. And you know what's the sad thing about it, boy? The people who will bear the brunt of them fine is the people who cannot afford to pay. What sense it make killing a fly with a hammer? When if these people go to court and they cannot pay the fine, they're facing jail. how much money it costing per day to feed and maintain these people and them while they're inside, right? Charge people think that they could afford to pay, then the treasury go keep rolling over. But when you're charging people find that they cannot afford to pay under the guide and the torrent, what foolish, only stupid people that get tapped with them thing, you know. And the thing about it is that you see these supporters, these blind supporters, are the people that had the country in a mess right now. That lady who called it just now, she's a staunch PNM supporter too, you know, don't get tapped with her, you know. I'm surprised she called in on this program now. She's she the PNM station, the 95.5, that is them station. I'm surprised she called in here now. So don't get tapped, don't get tapped with she. But KFC boy, I don't mind. We're on different side of the fence, but I'm still routing for you. You have a right to done get something already. As a matter of fact, from the time election done, you should have done get something. It has hurt me when I hear you crying out, boy, and your voice is like a voice in the wilderness, and no rendition in coming to you to help you or support you and to lift you up on the situation you're in. I'm still routing for you, but UNC, take note. Or you open the door. You see Friday, that Parliament Friday, or you open the door for PNM board. That's the biggest mistake all you make. All you better watch it. All you taking supporters out here for granted. We're not thinking like how we used to think in 1962 and them times, you know. Now it's a different time. That 1,000-mile journey starts with one footstep. You make one already. Don't let me take the other foot and stamp for you. Be one. Have a blessed evening, my brother.
Thanks for your contribution, member.
We surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline.
Quick and fast. We're coming in quick and fast. Hello.
Oh, real quick, thanks for taking my call. A little joke now come to my mind. It might be funny. I was listening to the lady before the last caller, and normally when I hear her, I just change this, I just low down the volume on some callers. Some callers I just low down the volume because her tone and her energy are strong. But I just listening to her this time and I'm laughing at what she's saying. But after she say everything about KFC and I know I don't know KFC, so I'm saying this with all due respect. But in my mind, I thinking like she probably don't know KFC is the fireman. He back in the day, you know, KFC always used to say fire bun. So I laughing to myself. It's all fun, it's all love, right? But as like this lady don't know KFC is the fireman, he say fire burn everything, you know. So that little joke there now come to my mind and I just say, my share. Peace and love. I know we coming to the top there, so blessings.
Like you seen he coming, boy. Hey. Don't make KFC come down to the station looking for me.
Let's play.
I ain't trying to get caught between all your banter and picong, eh? Letting all you know. I don't tell him. You see what talking? Hello, good afternoon.
DJ Anderson. I KFC fire burn this wicked Atlas PNM. Always go for it with KFC. I not PNM, you know, who suffer for the last 9 years and then come out and talk. Right? You will see the better government than the PNM anyway. And the big market, always bring down PNM. There were only communities in that state. Either man just come and talk and confirm my bread. I will get through KFC, but just some will get through so faster than some, and some have to wait. I can't wait. I need my bread. Time run out of maybe for the last 9 years. I suffer under the PNM. They don't work out things, so I come and talk. If like a dashboard pop here, we have no political party can PNM or UNC, but I support the UNC. I don't like PNM.
But if your people them do you wrong, you go call them out straight. You ain't going and wait for them to gather up on you. Is that what you're trying to say, people?
Yeah, I know them some activists and supporters free to talk the mind and they're free to get political victimized and things. And I get victimized on that DPN for the last 9 years and I'm still there. And God bless me to reform my 2 trainer. Ice KFC. Bless.
Bless up.
I say.
Oh, they hear it here, eh? If the man feel he wronged, he gonna talk. That's all it is. When someone do you wrong, you must talk.
my brother.
That's all my brethren, brother KFC is doing, eh? Talking his mind. He ain't holding no slights and grudges. He's bringing it to the fore. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. I ain't hearing. Call back, please. Call back, please, caller. I don't know, for some reason I was not hearing you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, yes.
I was listening to your caller who was saying that we need a new party because he has put every ounce of energy in getting the UNC into office and things are so bad and all of that. Now, I want to let this caller know something. What he's complaining about the state of the economy. And I want to offer to him that the economy is in this state because the UNC has power in this country. You see, a long time ago, the Minister of Finance discovered that there were people in this country who were serious white-collar criminals. At some point in time, annually, they were stealing as much as $30 billion of the taxpayers' money. And the only way to actually treat with that was to put in something called a revenue authority. Now, before I say anything, let me just say further. Guyana has done it on the advice of the IMF. Barbados has done it. Jamaica has done it. Even Canada has done it. But the UNC refused to have a revenue authority in the country, in my view, because the people who are feathering the nest are close to them. If we had a revenue authority, we'd have collected the right taxes from the people who are supposed to pay the taxes. And then we could redistribute that money among the persons who actually need it by creating sustainable jobs, creating institutions of education and learning, and allowing them to empower themselves. But once it is that those people keep stealing billions from the economy annually, we're going to find ourselves in this. And the solution to it is to do like Barbados, do like Guyana, do like Jamaica, put in a revenue authority. But they have fought that tooth and nail. Now they're coming inside now, and what they're doing, they're finding every corner, every crevice, every can to scrape up all kind of money, crazy, like some kind of wild, because they really and truly know that the way to do it is to have a proper taxation system in the country. No government in the world could run without taxes. That is why in the USA, Wesley Snipes went to jail for stealing all his taxes. The lady who owned the Empire State Building, Leona Hempy, she went to jail too. And unless you have these type of firm rigors in the side, you're going to be in the state that you're in. So I can tell you about several other areas in which the UNC has kneecapped this country and kneecapped the economy. But it will take a very long time. But the UNC is the problem in this country because they have the power of the vote in the parliament and they will never vote for the thing that is right to make this country right. Just remember that. Okay?
All right. Thank you, member, for your contribution. Getting ready to wrap up here, guys. Probably got about another 3 minutes, so I probably have time for maybe 2 more calls. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Jim.
Hey, how are you?
I want to my friend KFC, bless you. I want to my friend KFC. Hold the faith, brother.
Yes, man.
Hold the faith. Hold the line. Hold the link. It will get you, brother. Women and PNN people use you to use your contribution on the airwave to come to attack UNC. That's what they are doing. KFC, my brother, I tell you that personally on your WhatsApp. I will tell you publicly. Hold the faith. I thirsty too. I my mouth running water. But hold the faith, my brother. Hold the faith. The UNC will never leave you undone. Remember, I tell you that. And just like 7-8 months in power, we have 4 long years to go. In the next years, it might be talking about. But right now, I have no problem in the UNC. I have no problem with how they're governing the country. If I see any issue at Dream No, I go talk it out as I always do. But KFC, my brother, you hold our faith. You could hold our faith. I know he's a very strong African young man. So you could hold our faith. Do not make Eric, who now calling me, and Eric, the two Eric, one from Georgia and one from calling and all these playing mites. Waiting to you speak. Come and say, I feed for KFC. They did not know what KFC. KFC was the fireman. KFC was the fire and the PNM. And KFC supposed to get one time. Them did not get one time. Them still ain't get. Them still waiting on it. But charity KFC, my words today, Monday to eat, you will get it. Hold the seat.
All right, thanks for your contribution, member. All right, I think that's gonna be it for the while, guys. Just under 100 seconds before I have to lock off here, so just going to close by reiterating what I've been telling you all mostly today, guys. You are truly a good citizen when you can question the people you staunchly support. When they're doing bad or leading astray, question everything. All this confusion that's happening right now in this climate, question your leaders. Until they start to make sense to you. It's like a maths problem in class. When you don't understand it, the teacher have to explain it to you until you get it. Somehow you're gonna get it. Please don't blindly follow. Just don't be staunchly loyal for being staunchly loyal's sake, or simply just to spite people who just vote on the other side. Because that is not how we build the nation, okay? Just bear that in mind. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me today. The Third Empire is coming up next. I will be here tomorrow once again for another edition of the Street Council. And until then, love, light, and to its light. God bless. And I will see you tomorrow.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition and Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan invites you to join us live on the Street 919 FM every second and fourth Friday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp the numbers 398-8282 or our office numbers 241-7568 and 310-8671. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our responsibility.
Turn your lights down low.